Most of this is your first aesthetic, I know, but still. Still cool to look at. I'm guessing if I take this path, it'll lead me back up there. Hmm. Music's really loud again. There's nothing to say about that. My goodness.
All night the boy has kept me lucid. I sat when I was at the very edge of despair, when I thought I would never unlock the secret of the island. I sat at the edge and I watched the idiot boy blink through the night. He's mute and he is retarded, and he has no thought in his metal head but to blink each wave and each minute aside until the morning comes and renders him blind as well as deaf-mute. In many ways, we have much in common.
That's a Bible verse, though, I'm pretty sure. The tower's up there, so I guess we're not going to there. Am I wrong? Where am I going? I wish you could run. Maybe we are going there and I'm just going the wrong way, I don't really know. And just go down without falling. There we go. I'm guessing there's something I'm missing. Try going over here, I guess, and see. That ends.
Kidney stones, and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
Am I supposed to go this way, or did it come from this way? If he doesn't talk, I'm guessing we're gonna go the wrong way. But if he does start talking, we're going the right way.
What charnel house lies at the foot of this abyss? How many dead shepherds could fill this hole?
It's morbid. I'm guessing we're going the right way. If I'm wrong, I can always backtrack. There's a house up there. I'm guessing that's where we're going.
I've begun my ascent on the green slope of the western side. I've looked deep into the mountain from the shaft and understood that I must go up and then find the way under. I will stash the last vestiges of my civilization in the stone walls and work deeper from there. I'm drawn by the aerial and the cliff edge. There is some form of rebirth waiting for me there.
Music changed, so I'm guessing we're going in the right place. There's a lot of carnage or whatever it's up here. Very steep climb. Is there a person up there? Is that a person, or am I seeing things? Guess we'll see when we get closer. Maybe it's just a tree or something that looks...
Originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
Like I was saying, music is really loud. Like I was saying, it looked like a person, but I think it was just a bush or something. There's more of that paint stuff. I'm guessing we're going to the house, not around the house. I'm guessing. Could be wrong. More paint. What is that? I'm so on edge. Everything looks like a person to me. I'm so on edge. My goodness. Let's go in, I guess. See what's in here. If anything.
My heart is landfill. These false dawns waking into the still never light. I sweat for you in the small hours and wrap my blankets into a mass. I've always heard the waves break on these lost shores, always the gulls forgotten. I can lift this bottle to my ear, and all there ever is for me is this Hebridean music.
Someone spent staying here. Now, what? We just keep following the path, I'm gonna assume. There's not much else to do. Nothing's interactable, really, so I'm guessing we're just gonna keep following the path. Thought that was the house, but maybe not. I don't know.
In a footnote, the editor comments that at this point, Donnelly was going insane as syphilis tore through his system like a drunk driver. He's not to be trusted. Many of his claims are unsubstantiated, and although he does paint a colourful picture, much of what he says may have been derived directly from his fever. But I've been here, and I know, as Donnelly did, that this place is always half imagined. Even the rocks and caves will shimmer and blur with the right eyes.
Maybe it's not a horror game. I don't know what exactly it was, but I downloaded it because it has something I think to do maybe with psychology. I don't really know. You guys can let me know if you know what it is about. Or not what it's about, but like what it...
In early spring, the thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. He'd struggled halfway down the cliff path, perhaps looking for some lost goat, or perhaps in a delirium, and expired, curled into a claw right under the winter moon. Even the animals shunned his corpse. The mainlanders thought to bring it home unlucky. Donnelly claims they dragged it to the caves to thaw out and rot, but he is proving an unreliable witness.
But you can tell me if you guys know the genre of it. That's all I want to say before you interrupted me. So, yeah. Is that where we're going here? Because he supposedly died here? Is that what the story is? But you're not finding his body here. I don't really want to do that.
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
So we're crazy. Gotcha. What the heck is this? Guessing this is where we need to go. I really don't know. Okay. It's loading, so I'm guessing we went the right way. I don't know how long this will be, or if it'll be worth putting up online or not. We'll see.
Did Jakobsen crawl this far? Can I identify the scratches his nails ruined into the rocks? Am I following him cell for cell, inch for inch? Why did he turn back on himself and not carry through to the ascent?
So we fell, and we were slightly crazy, I feel. It's a candle. Again with the music. It's weird. Now it's green. I have nothing to comment on right now. Sorry. Wait, did we start floating? We're floating, aren't we? Or am I just getting taller? How does that work? I don't want to go check this way out if I can. They'll let me. See, crouch automatically, depending on his thing. I want to see where this goes. Then I'll go back to the path.
I first saw him sat by the side of the road. I was waiting for you to be cut out of the wreckage. The car looked like it had been dropped from a great height. The guts of the engine spilled over the tarmac, like water underground.
Is this where they want me to go? It is. At least we jumped in water, so it can't be too, like, dead, at least. I think. I don't really know. Whoa. The color changing is messing with me with my eyes. We're now in, like, a silver whitish area. Whoa. Kinda looks like snow or ice. That's kinda cool, I'm just saying. It's getting quite narrow now. Do we go this way or? Okay, we gotta go up. He hasn't said anything. Kinda worried.